to talk to you about something that's near and dear to my heart, and that is the energy of the crowd. Now, I know there's a lot of you out there that are introverts and you don't like being out in crowds. You don't like being around a bunch of people at a time, but I find that very different. I find it very different. And I'm sure there's a lot of people, once you hear my take on this, that might feel a little differently about that too. Um, Start by saying events where there's a lot of people around can be exciting and they can be a little claustrophobic to some people, even though you're with a bunch of people, you might be outside. Um, but what I want to convey is the energy of what happens when 50,000, 30,000, 20,000, you know, large number of people get together. And there's a few things that I think that are very powerful of this. I'm a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan, as you can see by the asterisks over here. And I love music. I love going to concerts. And one of the best things that I love is just the energy that I soak up from the crowd. I go into a crowd and I don't just give my energy, but I also soak up all the energy that's out there. When the band comes on stage and 30,000, 50,000 people all start singing along with the band, that's super powerful to me. That's a connection of the human spirit to me, and I love being part of that. I mean, sometimes I just get goosebumps thinking about, sitting there and singing. I'm so excited. September, I'm going to Red Hot Chili Peppers concert. I'm so excited to listen to the new album, but I'm so excited to get with the crowd of other people that love the band, that want to hear the music, that want to sing along, and just enjoy that energy. And every band that you like has that energy all to their own, but then the crowd, the fans, they also have that energy, and all that's combining in one place. It's super, super amazing. Another big thing is I'm a big sports fan. I really can't stand to watch baseball on television, but I love to be at a baseball game. Hear the crack of the bat, the fans going crazy. One of my favorite things is, I know it's a little old now, but when they do the wave, and you can feel that energy course through the stadium as the wave is going around, and that's super important to me. And we often hear that term, the home field advantage. That's because the energy of the crowd, most of the crowd is there cheering on the home team because most of their fans are there. And how powerful that is, and how powerful that energy is, that we can focus that energy as a group into helping our team, our musicians, even down to the littlest, tiniest fraction of that. I have kids that played Little League, and just, the parents sitting out in the crowd can make a drastic impact on those child's, not only their performance, but in their life and how that they're going to perceive that. My oldest son is named Reggie, and the reason, this will seem silly, the reason that I wanted to name him Reggie in that fact is because I remember watching Reggie Jackson in the World Series. He hits 3 home runs in one game, and when he comes up to bat, this third time to hit the third home run, the crowd is chanting, Reggie, Reggie. So not only is the crowd's energy focused on the team, they're focused on that one player. And when he delivers, the crowd goes nuts. And I will never forget that to my dying day, that crowd chanting that. And I'm thinking, if I ever have a son, that's what I'm going to name him, Reggie, because it's just that iconic, this great syllable, Reggie, Reggie. And it just lit me up. Now, my son is he was a very good baseball player, but he's not a great baseball player. He's not going to go out and hit home runs, but, his name still carries some weight for that. I mean, because he's associated with that for me anyhow. Now, not everybody knows that, but now maybe everybody does. But anytime you go to a crowd, it can be a small crowd or a big crowd, soak up that energy. It's okay. There's plenty of energy there. It's not all for one person. Become part of that energy, ride the wave of that energy, and enjoy that energy. It's super powerful. Yes, if you don't like crowds, don't force yourself to go. It's not something I'm saying. But if you love crowds, you love music, you love sports, you love whatever. It could be the symphony. Oh my gosh, that's another form of music. The symphony, a play. A play is another one where you can go there and soak up the energy as everybody's enthralled in the action that's happening on the stage. When they stand up and clap for the performers, soak up that energy and just feel that energy, because it's one of the rare situations where so many people are together and part of a bigger thing that's super powerful. And that's what I want to convey to you today is don't be afraid to soak up that energy, enjoy that. Wherever you're in a group, again, whether it's small group, large group, it doesn't matter. You can be part of that energy, and it can make your life so much better. Don't be afraid to be a part of that big energy that's out there.